So I love to travel by myself. My husband does not like to travel, so I'm not going to stay home, so I go alone. And a lot of people always say, oh, I could never do that, especially women. And I say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I'm going to do a series on how I do it, and maybe it'll help you, and maybe you can help me. So my first lesson one that I do is I just recently booked my flight to London, England. I'm going to fly into Gatwick. I have friends in England that I visit every couple of years, so it'll be due next year. So I happened to look and saw that the prices are down quite a bit. So if you look at Google Flights, it will tell you what the normal prices are and if that's higher, lower, average. Well, I saw that they were almost less than $300 below what they normally are. So I got my flight and I booked it. I am going to be going to other countries this trip when I'm there. So rather than do a round trip, I did one way to there, and then I will be flying back home out of Munich, Germany. So that one was a little bit more, but again, still almost $300 less than it normally is. So for less than $1,000, I will be flying round trip to Europe. So normally those can run, as you all know, much more than that. So that is how I get cheaper flights. I did pay a little bit more because on the long haul flights, I definitely need an aisle seat. I don't care about the shorter flights so much, but the long ones, I do need an aisle seat. So the way I do it is on the bigger planes in the middle row. I choose an aisle seat in the middle row because generally you're going to have a couple. There are usually 3 or 4 seats in the middle, and they're going to be on the other side. So if they need to get up, they can go out the other side. Versus if you're on the side seats and you have the aisle row, then you have 1 or 2 people, generally 2, that you would need to let up, which is okay, but sometimes you're sleeping or anyway, it's just more convenient for me to be in that middle row. So I did pay a little bit more to get my own seat choice, but that is awesome. So Google Flights is your friend. You can just look at it. You can actually program it to notify you when prices go down. So you just set it up and it will email you when the prices go down. But this is pretty low. That's probably the lowest that I've seen in quite a while. So I took it. Yay, I'm going. So anyway, this is just going to be a series on how I do it. And this is the first one on my flights, how I choose my flights. So anyway, if you want to learn something or just follow along and see where my trips are. My next trip is in September to Kenya, Tanzania, Egypt, and Jordan. So I'll just do some tips on how I've booked that and things that come up and what I have to do and what I do for my future trips. And if it helps, it helps. If not, well, you can come along. Thanks.